a reason?
None, Mr. Chair, except that instead
He
of,
was properly
Yes,
given
sir.
the notice.
yes, sir, all
He
of
did
them.
not explain why he couldn't make it.
No, sir.
Hindi na nga siya nagpaliwanag ba't wala siya rito. Huli pa yung representative niya.
Correct.
Please proceed.
Yes, sir. From the Philippine Fisheries and Development Authority, Mr. Edward M. Campos, the Assistant General Manager, Miguel M. Pilarta, Officer in Charge, Public Information Division, Alfonso Luis P. Ortiz, Attorney Yumeko M. Yushi, and Dominic Navalesca. From the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, represented by Forester Hans Lawrence Sorolla. We invited the Laguna Lake Development Authority, Mr. Chair, but they haven't signified attendance. Also, we invited DOE. From the DBM, we have Rochelle Ramirez, representing the Secretary. From the Department of Interior and Local Government, Attorney Noel Sala. From the Philippine Coast Guard, we have Commander James S. Barandino, Acting Deputy Chief of Coast Guard Staff for Marine Environmental Protection, Captain Eliseo S. Mortiliero, Jr., Lieutenant Van Angelo Gonzalez, Lieutenant Junior Grade J.R. Karatikit, John Vince H. Ricio, Jeremiah Estabion, and Kyle Jornan Gonzalez. From the Philippine Statistics Authority, Jelani Manunday, Senior Statistical Specialist, Angeli Camposagrado, and Miss Alicia Mariti Paredes. From the private sector, we invited, Mr. Chair, the Union of Local Authorities of the Philippines, ULAP, the League of Provinces, the League of Municipalities, the League of Cities, but they haven't arrived yet. From the private sector, Southeast Asian Fisheries Development Authority, SEFDEC, we have the Chief, Dan Baliao. From Oceana, Vice President Von Hernandez, with Attorney Rose Liza Osorio, Campaign, Legal and Policy Senior Director, Attorney Maria Nica Oquias, Campaign Lead, Ms. May Chato, the Campaign Lead, Christine Dar Cicada, Executive Assistant, Joyce Tita Sierra, Communications Manager, Huelen Avendaño. From the NGOs for Fisheries Reform, we have Marita Rodriguez. From our local government executives, we have Mayor Honorable Walter B. Marquez, the Mayor of Municipality of Sablayan, Occidental Mindoro, together with Jasper H. Francisco and John L. Galinera. We have Vice Mayor of Libertad Antique, Honorable Mary Gente. From the Rare Philippines, we have Jam Tabing, Manager Policy and Government Engagement. From the Samahan ng Industriya ng Agrikultura, SINAG, Mr. Jason Kainglet. From Samahang Magbabangus ng Pangasinan, the President Christopher Aldo Sibayan and Angelica Joyce Consuelo. From additional from the BIFAR, Mr. Chair, Regional Director Dominador G. Maputol, BIFAR Region 8. From the Bureau of Fisheries, again, Mr. Chair, Dr. I have been given the note, Mr. Chair, that Director Eliezer Salilig of the BIFAR, the National Director, is in the House of Representatives for another hearing on the Department of Fisheries. Yes, sir. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Okay. Later on, when we are able to, as earlier relayed to us, Senators Raffy Tulfo will be joining us, and when we have a quorum, we will move a show cause order for the BIFAR Region 5, BIFAR Director, Bureau Director, and his representative to explain why they shouldn't be cited in contempt of this committee for delaying the proceedings and failing to provide proper notice for this committee to be appraised of or at least informed of their inability to attend. this committee is disappointed. As chairman of this committee, I'm disappointed with the actuations of the Department of Agriculture, Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, for the record. We will begin with my opening statement. Magandang umaga sa kanilang lahat. Mas maganda sana kung napaaga ang pagdating ng DA dito. Noong Abril 2025 sa dagat sa Bohol, may ilang mangingisda ng Bien Unido ang nasawi pagkatapos banggain ang kanilang bangka ng speedboat ng bantay dagat ng Pitogo sa Bohol din. Ang sumbong sa atin ni Ginoong Sam Baculao, isa sa mga taga-suporta natin roon. Noong una, hinuhuli, kinukulong, pinagmumulta at pinagpapiansa sila ng 5,000 piso kada tao. Pinatutubos din sila ng 15,000 pesos para sa kanilang mga bangka. Bawal daw silang maghanap buhay doon. Samantala, sumbong nila sa akin, nakakakita sila ng mga malalaking commercial fishing vessels na, quote-unquote, hindi man lang pinakikialaman ng BIFAR. Ang tanong, sino dapat ang pinoprotektahan ng batas? Sabi ni Sam sa sulat niya sa atin, binigyan ang mga kamag-anak niya ng inahing baboy ng barangay. Iyon na lang daw ang pagkakitaan nila. Ika nila, paano naman po kami mabubuhay sa pang-araw-araw hanggat mabenta ang baboy? Wala po kaming alam gawin na hanap buhay kundi mangingisda o mangisda. Saan po mabibigyan? Sabi po nila, sana po ay mabibigyan po kaming linaw kung ano po talaga ang guidelines ng BIFAR tungkol sa pangingisda. Sa pagdinig na ito, gusto nating alamin ang kwento ng mga tulad ng kamag-anakan ni Sam, yung ating mga maliliit na mangingisda. Gusto nating alamin kung bakit sa kabila ng napakalawak at napakasaganang yamang dagat natin, sila ang kinakapos at naghihirap. Kung bakit sa kabila ng kanilang sipag at tiyaga na bumangon, kumayod at pumalaot, halos wala silang maiuwi sa pamilya. Sa pagdinig na ito, maririnig sila at susubukan nating bigyang solusyon ang kanilang mga hinaing. Kaya sa 10 nakahaing panukala, uunahin natin ang Senate resolution ng inyong lingkod at ang panukala ni Senator Legarda para alamin ang kalagayan ng maliliit na mangingisda ng karaniwang namamalakaya sa loob ng 15 kilometro ng municipal waters. Sa unang araw ng Kwaresma, nagagalak ako na nakakapangmingwit ng mga fishers of men, ika nga, ang ating mga kapwa senador na iniintindi ang kapakanan ng pinaka-abang sektor na nagpapakain sa atin. Tatalakayin natin ang mga panukala ni Senators Villanueva at Raffy Tulfo na minumungkahing bigyan ng SSS, PhilHealth, fuel subsidy, calamity relief ang ating mga mangingisda. Kay Senator Amy Marcos na bigyan ng bagong turing o definition ng municipal waters at yung pagbibigay pahintulot sa mga foreign fishing companies sa ating karagatan. Si Senator Jinggoy Estrada na bigyan ng housing ang ating mga mangingisda at ng insurance, PhilHealth, hazard at subsistence allowance, legal aid ang ating mga bantay dagat volunteers. At si Senator Alan Cayetano na tulad ko ay gustong bigyan ng isang buong departamento sa pamahalang nasyonal ang mga mangingisda. Paminggalan at kabangbayan nating Pilipino ang ating karagatan. Pero mga 27.4% sa halos 2.3 milyon nating mga mangingisda ang hikahos, isa sa pinakamataas na poverty incidence batay sa datos noong 2023. Sa kabila nito, nagagawa pang mag-ambag ng 1.3 hanggang 1.5% ang pangingisda sa ating GDP. Kung sino pa ang bibigay sa atin na pinakamurang protina sa pang-araw-araw nating kinakain sa hapagkainan, hindi nila kayang pakainin ang kanilang mga sarili at mga mahal sa buhay ng maayos. Nag-aambag din sila ng mahigit kalahati ng protina nga ng mga hapagkainan ng pamilyang Pilipino. more than 50% of our protein source comes from fishing and our fisher folk. Kaya ang pagdinig na ito ay para sa kanila. Ang mga maliit na mangingisda nakikipagsagupaan sa mga bagyo at nagtataas ang gastos, krudo at paminsan-minsan nakikipagpatintero pa sa mga Chinese Coast Guard at sariling commercial fishing vessels. Magiging malakas ba ang ating mga batas, ang ating mga monitoring system at ang ating politika para protektahan ang ating mga yaman dagat at ang maliliit na ating mga mangingisda na umaasa sa kanila, lalo na sa kanlurang bahagi ng Pilipinas, pinagmumulan ng ibinahaging kasaganahan, hindi yung pagpapalalim ng kawalan ng katarungan ang dapat nating bigyang pansin. Buo ang talakayan natin ngayong araw na ito tungkol sa kagyat at pangmatagalang solusyon ang gagawin natin ngayong umaga. Sa mga Chino, dahil Chinese New Year, simbolo ng kasaganahan ang isda. Pagkatapos ng ating pagdinig, naway nasa direksyon ng tunay na kasaganahan ang mararanasan ng hanay ng maliliit na mangingisda at ng ating sektor ng pangingisda sa bansa. Muli, magandang umaga sa ating lahat. We can now proceed. Secretary Comsec, can you please place on record what is the agenda? And I understand there are a few arrivals. Please place on record.
Here, the highest ranking officer from the DABFAR is here. Assistant Director Isidro Velayo Jr. And the other regional directors. We have DABFAR NCR Noemi Lanzuela. Regional Director Luis June B. Fermin Carr. Regional Director Regional Director Remia A. Apari, BIFAR Region 6. Regional Director Mario N. Ruinata, BIFAR 7. And RD Dominador Maputol, BIFAR 8. That's all, Mr. Chair.
Yes, and what is in the agenda today? Let's place that on record as well.
Yes. Mr. Chair, we have 5 sets of bills. The first set is the Department of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources Act, which is
can we go by way of the agenda so that
yes, sir. Senate Bill number 221 and Senate Bill number 1417. If I may read the title of Senate Bill number 221, Mr. Chair. An act creating the Department of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, providing for its powers and functions, appropriating funds therefore, and for other purposes, introduced by the Chair, Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan. The second bill is Senate Bill number 417, an act creating a Department of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, providing for its powers and functions, and for other purposes, authored by Senator Alan Peter Campañeres Cayetano. The other set of bill is Senate Bill number 432, an act amending Republic Act number 8550, otherwise known as the Philippine Fisheries Code of 1998, as amended by Republic Act 10654, and for other purposes, introduced by Senator Amy R. Marcos. Senate Bill number 1007, an act mandating the establishment of fisherfolk resettlement areas by the Department of Agriculture, Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development, Department of Environment and Natural Resources, and local government units, amending for the purpose Section 108 of Republic Act number 8550, otherwise known as the Philippine Fisheries Code of 1998, as amended by Republic Act number 10654, introduced by Senator Jingo Estrada. Senate Bill number 522, an act declaring the preferential rights of municipal fisherfolk by declaring the 15-kilometer municipal waters as exclusively reserved for their use, protecting municipal waters from commercial fishing, providing support measures for sustainable livelihoods and for other purposes, introduced by Senator Loren Legarda. Proposed Senate Resolution number 11, resolution directing the Senate Committee on Agriculture, Food and Agrarian Reform to conduct an inquiry in aid of legislation on impact of allowing commercial fishing within the 15-kilometer municipal waters on small-scale fishers, food security, and marine resources, introduced by the Chair, Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan. Pantawid Pampanga Act, Senate Bill number 549, an act providing a fuel subsidy for municipal fisheries, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes, authored by Senator Joel Villanueva. Senate Bill number 1268, an act providing for fuel subsidy for fisherfolk, appropriating funds therefore and for other purposes, authored by Senator Raffy T. Tulfo. Senate Bill number 1586, an act further amending Republic Act number 8550, as amended by Republic Act number 10654 to provide fuel subsidy and calamity relief mechanism for fisherfolk and for other purposes, authored by Senator Raffy T. Tulfo. Senate Bill number 1013, an act granting benefits and incentives to accredited Bantay Dagat and for other purposes, authored by Senator Jinggoy Ejercito Estrada. Mr. Chair, an additional attendee from the BIFAR, Regional Director Roberto R. Abrera, Wilfredo M. Cruz, BIFAR Region 3. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Lina. Can we would like to acknowledge the presence of Senator Raffy Tulfo, and with his presence, the chair declares the presence of a quorum. We can now proceed with the public hearing on the bills earlier mentioned. May we know if Senator Raffy Tulfo has an opening statement? You have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Kaya idol kita, Mr. Chair, kasi palagi ka nagkakaroon ng hearing. In fact, may mga issue ako na supposed to be medyo malayo sa fisheries, pero pwede na rin dahil BIFAR can do something about this issue, especially sa illegal fishing na hindi po natututukan ng husto ng ating BIFAR. And then yung dredging also na nakakasira po ng mga coral reefs na kung saan bumaba yung mga fisher, yung mga isda at hindi natututukan din ng DNR. At hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng hearing sa DNR, kaya dito na ako pumunta para ma-bring up yung attention tungkol dyan. And then of course yung subsidies para sa mga isda, sa fuel subsidies na hindi nakakarating, at nabalitaan natin, Mr. Chair, during your last hearing which I attended, na pinutol ata yung budget para sa fuel subsidies, and dapat meron tayong kasagutan dyan kung bakit. Hindi na ba kailangan ng mga mangingisda ng fuel subsidies kaya hindi na sinama sa budget, or tinamad lang ang DA na mag-request. And then gusto ko rin malaman later on, Mr. Chair, yung sa farm to market road, I know malaki ang budget dyan. Not exactly bigay nyo sa akin. Kayo naman. 33 billion yung buong budget yan sa farm to market road sa DA. So dyan sa 33 billion, alam ko meron din dyan parang agriculture to market, yan yung sa farm, yung talagang mga farmers. Meron din dapat dyan yung from the fisheries to market. So gusto ko malaman kung paano ba ang allocation dyan. Paano ba dinidivide dyan? Puro lang ba sa farm, sa agriculture? O meron din dapat kalsada mula sa baybayin hanggang sa papunta sa market? Because, Mr. Chair, years ago, I visited Palawan in Puerto Princesa. Nakita ko naman talaga yung sitwasyon ng sa mga baybayin kung saan binabagsak yung mga batya ng mga isda galing sa pamboat ng mga isda, at wala silang maayos na kalsada, lubak-lubak, yun yung nireklamo nila. Yung iba pa nga sa kanila, wala yung maayos na daungan, parang pier. So, kitang-kita natin na kulang talaga yung suporta sa mga fisher folks. Okay lang, suportahan natin yung mga agri-farmers natin, of course, why not? Pero dapat, tuunan din natin ng pansin kayo, BIFAR, yung mga fishermen natin. At lalo na po sa illegal fishing.
Before that, just if I may allow, just to manifest, I agree with Senator Raffy Tulfo regarding the issue of fish farm, fishing community roads, to market roads, for lack of a better term. Dahil kapupunta lang namin sa Albay, kung saan nandoon yung isang identified deep sea port ng BIFAR doon sa budget na binigay natin ng 2026. At ang sinabi ng mayor doon, walang kaling maayos papunta doon sa site. So yun I actually am confirming and validating precisely what Senator Raffy Tulfo is mentioning about these necessary connections of road networks, not just from land farms, even our fisher folk ports to the markets. Please proceed, and thank you, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Also, pagdating sa illegal fishing, anong ginagawa ng BIFAR? I know for a fact na yung BFAR may budget na 2.3 billion pesos, Mr. Chair, para sa kanilang enforcement. Pero saan ba napupunta yung, I'm just aware, may tatanungin natin, saan napupunta yung amount na yon? Dahil meron man tayong batas na bawal po yung commercial fishing doon sa municipal. Kung tawagin kasi natin commercial and then municipal. Ang ginagawa po kasi nitong commercial fishing, inubos yung mga isda dito sa municipal. Meron po silang mga modus na ginagawa nila. Paglabas pa lang nila papunta doon sa deep sea, nilalatag agad yung troll na net and then hakutin yung mga isda sa municipal. So pag mangisda na yung mga malilit na fisher folks, wala na. So dapat mayroong protection itong mga small-time fisher folks natin. So gusto ko lang sana patibayin ng BFAR yung kanilang enforcement para naman matigil po yung ginagawang illegal fishing sa mga commercial going to municipal. And then yung sa dynamite fishing, talamak po sa Lingayen. Yung boli-boli, kung alam ng mga taga-BFAR, I don't know, meron ba taga-BFAR alam o baka hindi nyo alam sabihin ng boli-boli? Mamaya tatanungin ko sa inyo, pag hindi nyo alam, di mag-resign na kayo. Kasi rampant po yung boli-boli fishing. Boli-boli fishing is using a very small net, very fine net. Refine nyo na pag hinagis yung net po, Mr. Chair, pati yung mga malilit na isda nasa sa pool. Kaya meron isang data dati na yung ilang millions na nawawala. 45 million kilos of fish every year ang nawawala according to Oceana.
They're here. Yes.
Okay. Tama yung agree ako dun sa records ninyo. Last na lang po, Mr. Chair. 30 seconds na lang. So itong 45 million kilos of fish every year nawawala dahil nga po sa tinatawag na illegal fishing. At wala po kasing ginagawang monitoring itong BFAR. And BFAR, as we know, as I said earlier, na meron silang budget na 2.3 billion pesos sa enforcement. So mamaya, tatanungin po yan. Gusto ko malaman talaga saan pupunta itong 2.3 billion pesos. At balita ko rin kuminsan, doon sa illegal fishing, yes, yung mga taga-BFAR, kasama yung PNP Maritime, nagkakandak na anti-illegal fishing. Pero pagsampa nila doon sa nagagawa ng illegal fishing, bibigyan na isang batya na isda. Takbo na. Kung dito sa pata, sa lupa, binibigyan ng mga traffic enforcer ng pera, doon naman sa mga illegal fishers, binibigyan ng batya-batya na isda. I know that for a fact at alam niyo ng BFAR, tumatawa pa ngayon mga taga-BFAR. Yun lang po muna, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Raffy. Before we proceed, for the information of Senator Tulfo, earlier we already manifested that the representative of the BFAR, Director Elizar Salilig, failed to inform this committee that he would not be able to attend. And likewise, he only did not fail to inform this committee properly of his inability to attend. They were also late. His representatives were late, and therefore this chair will entertain a motion, a show cause motion for Mr. Director Elizar Salilig to explain why he should not be cited in contempt of this committee for failure to properly inform this committee of his absence, number one, and for delaying the proceedings of this committee because of the delay of his subordinates. We will accommodate and entertain a motion.
Thank you. I second the motion, Mr. Chair.
So there's a motion and seconded. So Director Elizar Salilig is instructed to explain in writing why he should not be cited in contempt for failing to properly inform this committee of his inability to attend and for delaying the proceedings of this committee. So ordered. And the representative is here now, Mr. Assistant Director Velayo.
Good morning, Mr. Chair,
Yes.
Mr. Co-Chair.
Would you like to explain why you were half an hour,
Yes, sir.
almost 40 minutes late?
Yes, sir, I would like to apologize, sir, for our delayed arrival. As a matter of fact, sir, we just came from the office. We had this short briefing with our national director. It so happens, sir, that we have also a simultaneous congressional hearing today. We were only informed actually yesterday to appear today for this hearing.
So the committee failed to inform you earlier?
Yes, sir.
Or you personally?
Personally, sir, I have a memorandum. Some of our RDs have a memorandum to attend the congressional hearing today.
So may we clarify from the committee secretary, we only informed them yesterday of this committee hearing?
No, sir.
Our, I think they were able to send the letter, I think, Monday.
Okay,
Monday, I
so,
think.
well, you were saying you were informed yesterday. Now you're saying you were informed Monday.
As
What is,
far as
please clarify, Mr.
yes, sir.
Assistant Director.
yes,
We
sir.
informed you last week before Thursday, and
Ah.
your liaison officer in the Senate was also informed long before this scheduled date.
DA before.
Yes.
Assistant Director. Where's the before?
Communications, sir, as far as the invitation is concerned. We would like
Yes,
to-
for the information, the chair acknowledges the presence of Senator Legarda. We thank her for her presence.
Of
And
course, yes. Thank you very much and good morning, Mr. Chair, Senator Tufo, and all the,
would you have an
Resource
opening statement,
persons.
please? Go
I
ahead.
actually have, I was monitoring while I was on the way here, and I saw that the chair was commenting or complaining that the DA was not present. This is so important because it's not just one measure. There are several measures, including the very important municipal waters measure. And I'm wondering why the BIFAR Assistant Director, where is the RD, etc. Kayo, hindi ko na sinabing lang, but ibig sabihin po, wala nga sa kabuuan ng departamento. Maybe we should ask, was it answered already, Mr. Chair, if the COMSEC had communicated the invitation early enough for them to prepare?
Can you place that on record,
Yeah.
Attorney Lina?
Kasi may 3-day, ano tayo?
Yes.
rules, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Together, simultaneous with a release of the notice of public hearing for the honorable senators, we also sent invitations to our resource persons, including the ones from the Department of Agriculture, BIFAR. Earlier, I said that we also informed, which is our arrangement. We informed the liaison officer of the DA in the Senate that there will be a hearing today. So they are sufficiently informed, Your Honors.
Mr. Chair, pag sila'y humihingi ng kanilang taon-taon na budget, nandito lahat at nag-aantay maski overnight. Pero pag mga panukalong batas na naaapektuhan pa rin at lalo na ang taong bayan, ay wala sila. Kaya hindi ko alam kung anong kaparusahan o maari mong gawin, pero napakahalaga naman dinggin natin ang mga NGOs at mga LGUs na nandito na maapektuhan dito. Pero siguro, pag-usapan rin natin sa caucus sa Senado, hindi pwedeng binabaliwala ng Executive Department ang mga Senate Committee hearings sa maliit mang komite o malaki, depende yan sa inyong paningin, ay lahat dapat nagpupunta at siguro ina-identify ng chair kung kabinete, kailangan nandyan kabinete. Pag commissioner appointments, nandyan, nangangatog lahat. Pag budget, nandyan lahat. O from top to bottom. Pero pag legislation, wala sila. Tapos, huwag tayo tatanggap ng, we will submit our position paper later. Everybody should come prepared. Soft and hard copy and dapat competent. So I put that on record. Ayoko pagalitan yung mga nandito. Salamat po nandito kayo. Pero bigyan ng importansya at halaga.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Senator Loren, for for the information of the good senator. We already have a show cause order to Director Elizar as to why he should not be cited in contempt of the Senate committee for, number one, failing to properly notify us of his inability to attend, and number two, that his representatives arrived 40 minutes after the designated time of the hearing for delaying the proceedings. And we will wait for his reply. Please, for the information of all our resource persons, do not test the patience of our committee, of this committee. We will cite you in contempt and have you arrested and detained if we have to. We do not wish to.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Senator.
hindi naman yun
Loren.
yung motion ko ha.
No,
Hindi
no,
ako
that is-
mahilig magpakulong. Oo.
Yes.
Opo,
Ako rin
yun lang.
po.
Hindi, para lang clear kasi pagdating ko, yun ang aking sinabi, tapos biglang yun ang action ng chair ha.
Yes,
Baka
yes.
si Senator Tulfo pa siguro. Ako po ay hindi po mahilig
Okay sa akin magpakulong.
Okay. It was a
Oo.
Tulfo motion at a Legarda motion.
For the record.
Ako gusto ko, may presensya, handa. Oo.
Kasi binastos tayo, so okay lang kung pakulong.
Okay, I leave it to Senator Tulfo. May I read my
Yes,
opening
we
statement?
now give the floor to Senator Legarda. who is a proponent of one of the bills that are now being tackled in this committee hearing,
Thank
for
you.
her opening statement.
Actually, more than one. Kasi yung iba dyan, final ko mula 1998, Mr. Chair. Baka hindi ko lang na-refile ulit, no? So, nagpapasalamat po ako sa inyo sa pagkakataong talakayan ng 5 mahalagang panukala. Yung pagtatag ng Department of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. I'll check kung final ko ito kasi parang second term ko na file ko po ito. Yung pag-amyenda sa Philippine Fisheries Code. At yung napakahalagang Municipal Fisherfolk Protection Act, pati yung Pantawid Pambangka at ang Bantay Dagat Incentives Act. I'm not sure if the BIFAR, itong Department of DFAR, was supposed to, matagal na ito 1998, 201, the creation of a separate department, but palaging mga administrasyon and understandably, ayaw nila ng bagong bureaucracia. But it's good to discuss it. Layunin po ng pandinig na ito na matiyak na ang mga reformang ito ay magdudulot ng konkretong benepisyo sa ating mga mangingisda. Hindi sapat ang pagbabago ng pangalan ng ahensya, kailangan may sapat na pondo at suporta para sa mga pasilidad tulad ng cold storage at processing upang maiangat ang kabuhayan ng 27.4% ng mga mangingisdang nananatiling mahirap. At sa Pantawid Pambangka Act, dapat masiguro na ang fuel subsidy ay direktang makakarating sa mga nangangailangan upang maibsan ang 60% na gastusin sa gasolina na nagpapabigat sa kanilang hanap buhay. Mahalaga rin na maibalik ang proteksyon sa municipal waters, buwaba ng 8.8% ang huli ng maliliit na mangingisda dahil sa illegal na panghihimasok. I'll check this figure. I'm not sure about the 8.8%. I think it's bigger. Sa pamamagitan ng Municipal Fisherfolk Protection Act na ating final, dapat maibalik at mapangalagaan ang kanilang eksklusibong karapatan. Gayon din nararapat bigyan ng sapat na proteksyon ng ating mga bantay dagat, kabilang ang insurance, hazard pay at legal protection bilang agents of authority. Ang mga panukalang ito ay dapat magbigay ng tunay na dignidad at seguridad sa ating mga mangingisdang Pilipino. Salamat, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Senator Legarda.
Gangster, you know, we do that better than anybody.
I bet you got it twisted, you don't know who to trust. So many player hating niggas trying to sound like us. Say they ready for the front, but I don't think they know it. Straight to the depths of hell is where them cowards going. Well, all you still down, nigga, holler when you see me. And let these devils be sorry for the day they finally free me. I got a caravan of niggas every time we ride. Hitting motherfuckers up when we pass by. Until I die, live the life of a boss player.